Hey everybody, quick little satsang for you guys. I tried to make my own tripod here, so hopefully it holds up. Made it out of some rocks. It looks quite stable. Just wanted to send out a quick note today about I don't know, I guess like how seeking creates this like necessity for an identity. Like non-duality dismantles who you think you are. Your gender, your age, your culture, your political associations, your thoughts, emotions, and just the general you that you think you are. And so that puts a stop to seeking. What is seeking? Seeking is the claiming of an identity. That's what's causing discomfort. There's the belief that one is something. And we're not something. We're not anything. What we are is fluid. What's causing the discomfort and the pain is the belief that you must be the you that you think you are. So I must be Kate, and Kate is a good girl, and she is consistent, and she's kind, and she's, all these things that she has to be in order to be her. Okay, so that dies here. There's an end to that right here. There's no longer the belief that one is anything, or that one has to do anything or be anyone. And this isn't like a dogma. I'm not saying be no thing or be nothing or be no one. I'm just saying that's already what's naturally happening. It's already what's the case, right? And then seeking and identity come on top of that. An attempt to play this navigational role in life, making you think that you know who you are, that you know where you're going, and you know what's going to happen. And so there's an immense amount of role playing integrated within that storyline, because it takes an immense amount of effort to be someone that has to be responsible for their life. And so what I'm saying here in this message is that that's a lie. That's actually not happening. That's the dream that's being woken up from. And this isn't some philosophical concept or some dogmatic belief. This is just, when examined, how reality is actually expressing itself. So, like, I don't know. I guess, like, if I were to give an example of like how the separate self is being maintained, it would be like the mechanism of claiming. So like, what a beautiful day, I'm going to try and have more beautiful days like this. Immediately there's an attachment and identity to how that day is, because it's pleasurable and it's pleasing, so therefore the identity will want to associate with it, right? And then it'll attempt to create more of those types of days. Where in reality, there is no such thing as a day, right? There just isn't. We created that. There was an appearance and a happening of, the sun and the daylight and life moving, and then we call that a compartmentalized period of time called a day. And then we identify with our days. We do that with a lot of things. We do that with our career. I am a writer. I am a lawyer. I am a doctor. I am a mother, and so forth. So that's what seeking is. It's the creation of an identity. Okay, so that's part one of the message that I wanted to share today. And let's see if there's a part two. If I see lightning, I'm going to have to cruise out. What else? So yeah, this is just kind of an invitation to explore, like, who are you without an identity? Who is that? Without your spiritual identity, without your need for a career, need for a certain way of being. Alright, we're gonna cruise out because I'm not supposed to be up here in a thunderstorm. And it's getting kind of windy. But yeah, it's fearful. It's scary when all of a sudden you lose that identity and you become what you've always been. So the truth is one of the scariest things we can experience. As crazy as that sounds. And we're always running from it. We're always running from it and towards an identity, because as soon as we can become something and someone, then we're safe. We don't have to face the unknown, the infinite vastness of who we are. And this isn't about being that either, because that's all a fictional make-believe. Anything we can describe or put into words becomes a fictional make-believe dream, even something called a void. I'm not saying get to being no thing, get to being a void. That would be silly and impossible, because who would do that? Geez, this storm came out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, it's been coming, but I just didn't expect it to, like, move so fast. Now you get to go on a walk with me. But yeah, it's scary to lose all those things that we think we are, because we don't know anything better than that. Or the mind doesn't. The truth of who you are, your true being knows. It's all it ever knew, because it's what it is. It knows itself. It doesn't need to go figure itself out and figure out who it is and all that crap. That's mind stuff. The mind needs that. But an incredible amount of release and relief even can appear from simply just letting go of the need to be something and someone moving through time. And it's a tricky thing that I'm talking about, because it's not like you can just stop being someone, but what you can do is you can see the parts of yourself that are triggering you, because that's where you're identifying. That's where the fake little me's trying to get its payoffs. Where it's trying to become something. Big successful someone, or big whoever. Who knows? Everyone's different. That's always being dismantled too. Like all those triggers and all those frustrations, that's the crackling apart of this fake you. Right? And then your disappointment with that is your recognition of reality, that you can't actually put together a fake you. It won't work, because it'll always have cracks in it. There'll always be breaks in it. Reality is always going to be more powerful than the dreamlike state of illusion, the phantoms and the ghosts. It's nothing more powerful than who you are. It's who you are. Nothing can match that. No dream, no illusion. Sorry, I hope this doesn't make you guys dizzy. It'd be kind of nice to do satsangs while I'm walking, because then it feels like, I don't know, like you're on a walk with me, which is sweet. Alright, well, that's that. Kind of a discombobulated talk, but at least I got to say hi. Take good care. Have a great rest of your week.